SOLIDWORKS allows the use of multiple bodies when designing parts. This opens the door to several design techniques that would otherwise not be possible. In the following lessons, we'll examine some of these techniques. First though, let's take a look at what we mean when we talk about multi-body parts. Many people understand the term multi-body to be the same as disjoint body. However, take a look at this part. Clearly there are only two disjoint or individual bodies, but in fact, if you look at the solid bodies folder in the Feature Manager tree, the part actually contains three solid bodies. The solid bodies folder serves as a container for the individual bodies that make up the part. From here, you can make selections of bodies for a variety of purposes, including changing their color, combining them, deleting them, hiding them, and so on. By clicking on each of the bodies in the folder, you can see the lower disjoint body is actually made up of two bodies. The bodies are touching, and although you can see an edge where they meet, there is no space between them. They form a continuous solid. However, because of the way they were created, SOLIDWORKS understands them to be individual bodies. So why would you design a part this way? To answer that question, I'll right-click the Solid Bodies folder and select Show Feature History. This changes the display of the solid bodies to include an indented list of the individual features that make up each body. You can see the first body is made with a single extrusion, as is the second body. The third body, however, is made up of two features, an extrusion and a shell. Notice the shell only applies to the third body. To make this more clear, I'll delete the shell feature and recreate it. If I were to select this face on the upper body, the result would be a thin-walled block. However, if I create a second shell feature and select this face, the feature applies only to a single body. A local operation like this shell feature is one technique made possible through the use of multiple bodies. Other techniques include bridging, booleans, tool bodies, and weldments. We'll examine each of these in later lessons. Now let's turn our attention to creating multiple bodies, something we have to do before we can use any of the techniques I just mentioned.